Mania.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Jeremy Big Bear Goldsberry, an Air Force Academy class of 2001. I'd like to welcome everyone to the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. This evening, F-16s from the 457 Spider Squadron performed a special missing man formation. This flyover was an aerial salute to honor the memory of our fallen. Thanks to all past and present Armed Forces members for their service to this great country. Enjoy the Bowl for the Brave. And go Air Force!
Welcome to the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl as part of Capital One Bowl Mania. Amon Carter Stadium on the campus of TCU. It is the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl as the Baylor Bears take on the Air Force Falcons. Hello everyone, I'm Brian Custers, my partner Dustin Fox. We got Lauren Sisler with us as well, braving the elements down on the sideline. Listen, they call this the Bowl for the Brave for a reason. 13 degrees right now, feels more like 1 degree. This is one of those layer up, strap it up, let's find out who wants it tonight.
Well, I'll tell you one player who definitely wants it. That's Brad Roberts, the fullback for Air Force. This guy has been amazing this season, has run for over 1,600 yards on the year. You may not recognize him if you saw him on the streets, about 5'11", 190 pounds. But the last 4 games, 167 yards on the ground, has 10 100-yard games this season. That's a school record. This guy is incredible.
Well, the guy who powers the Baylor offense, it had a record-breaking season, just a freshman, Richard Reese.
Yeah, most rushing yards by a Baylor freshman all time. I mean, this guy has been incredible. We talked with offensive coordinator Jeff Grimes yesterday. He credits a lot of his success this season to that big offensive line in that wide zone blocking scheme.
It is the 20th annual Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Air Force, Baylor, the kick when we come back. '20th annual Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Baylor taking on Air Force. It is a frigid one here in Fort Worth. Down to the field. Here's Lauren Sisler.
Y'all, I don't even know how to put into words how frigid and cold it is out here. I can barely put words together. My mouth is stuck. It's frozen. It is windy. My goodness, it's cold. But I'll tell you, this is uncharacteristic for that team in the green tonight. Baylor just down the road in Waco, Texas. But the coaching staff said they've been practicing outside. They've been trying to get used to the elements. Offensive coordinator Jeff Grimes said the wind will no doubt factor into his play calling and what he will do to put his quarterback, Blake Shapen, in the best position to distribute the football and push it down the field. He says they're not going to get away from the passing game entirely, but the wind and weather will dictate a lot of how this game unfolds.
Stay layered up there, sis. You saw 13 degrees here, on the verge of being the coldest bowl game played ever. You look at the coldest bowl game ever played, 12 degrees. That was in 58 and 83.
Hey, partner, I think it's about to be 10 degrees here in about 5 minutes. It's steadily dropping here in Fort Worth.
Air Force won the toss. They're going to defer. Matthew DePore is going to kick things away back deep. Monterey Baldwin and Gavin Holmes for Baylor. Holmes took one to the house, a punt return earlier this season, but this is Baldwin. And he's met right at the 20. Well, the Baylor Bears offense is led by their quarterback, the sophomore Blake Shapen. First year for him as a starter. And you look at it, partner, the coaches say up and down year, kind of just like the season for Baylor.
Yeah, it's really been a tough season for him. I mean, he's had success at times, moments of greatness even, and also moments of frustration. They're hoping for a big game here from him tonight in this bowl game to finish the season strong.
In the backfield is Squirrel Williams. Play fake to him. Shapen's going to throw the screen and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Craig Squirrel Williams. It'll be second down for the Baylor Bears. And here comes Richard Reese replacing Squirrel Williams.
Yeah, Brian, we talked about him in the open. He has been tremendous this season.
Only needs 38 yards tonight for 1,000 on the season. He'd be the 16th Baylor Bear to run for 1,000 in a single season. His first carry goes over the left side. And Reese picks up a couple. Vince Sanford makes the stop, and for Sanford, welcome back to him, one of their best linebackers here. And look, his last game of the season, he popped his calf basically in warm-ups.
Yeah, it was amazing. He was just warming up, nothing crazy, right? Missed the entire game, and thankfully for them, they had a week between this ball game to get him healthy because he's one of their best linebackers.
Third down and call it 9. Chapin over the middle and too high. He was looking at Gavin Holmes.
And good coverage there by Jaden Goodwin. The spur, kind of like their third safety, does a really good job. And listen, I know if you don't watch a lot of Air Force football, everyone talks about their rush offense, but they've got one of the best defenses in the country, and tremendous pressure up front that forces the throw. And then Goodwin, 16, comes over and makes the pass breakup.
So 3 and out for Baylor, and Isaac Power will come in and punt things away. Amari Terry.
And Brian, you don't want to go 3 and out versus a team like Air Force.
They lead the country in time of possession. That one goes right into the wind and drops at the 45, just a 33-yard punt. So here comes Air Force. Again, they lead the country in running the football. They average about 330 yards rushing a game. They lead the country in time of possession. Hazik Daniels is the quarterback. He's the senior.
Doesn't throw it a ton, but he's going to leave Air Force as one of the most winning quarterbacks of all time. And, you know, Troy Calhoun is just so proud of this kid and how he leads this ball club.
And first carry goes to, you guessed it, Brad Roberts.
Get ready.
He's necked by Jackson Player, maybe 1. Now, you know, listen, Air Force is known for this triple option, but, you know, when we were talking to Coach Calhoun, he said, hey, we're more than just a triple option. We like to call it a spread offense.
Yeah, it really is. They run the same formations, right? Kind of out of a flex bone, wing T look. But there's not a lot of triple option aspects to this offense. There is some speed option, though. You'll see some of that tonight.
You saw Roberts go in motion. They run the option. He flips it out to John Lee Eldridge. Eldridge breaks the tackle, tries to get upfield, and picks up maybe a yard.
And that's Bryson Jackson, who we talked with Dave Aranda this week. He said he's going to have a big game. You know, he's one of their backup jack linebackers, but what they're going to do in a game like this tonight is they've kind of changed their defense up a ton. You know, they let go of Ron Roberts, their defensive coordinator, so Dave Aranda takes over the defense for this bowl game. And when you prepare for a team like Air Force, you've got to have a lot more guys in the box, a lot more linebackers as well.
Air Force converts about 44% of their third downs. Back to throw it is Daniels, and it is caught by David Cormier. How about that? You know, Air Force, and you heard my partner say it, they do not throw a lot at all. Generally just a couple of times a game, but that's a pickup of 12 yards and a first down.
And see, this is a pro-style play. I mean, it's out of that flex bone, but Hazik Daniels just drops back on a 5-step drop and delivers the throw to Cormier, who's, you know, a really selfless player from the wide receiver position, kind of a late bloomer. Doesn't get a lot of catches, doesn't get a lot of targets, does a great job in the blocking game as well.
And Daniels has it. He's going to keep it, tries to get over that left edge, but nothing doing as that Baylor defense bear down, and Garmin Randolph maybe even lost a yard there. Just how rare is it that Air Force threw? They've attempted just 80 passes this year. They've completed 37, so basically you average it out, 3 completions a game?
I mean, heck, last week against, 2 weeks ago, I should say, against San Diego State, they just threw 2 passes in the game they won 13-3.
The pitch to Roberts, and he is brought down. Make that John Lee Eldridge. Garmin Randolph.
A great pursuit by the defensive front. You know, it starts up front in the middle with Jackson Player. Remember, Jackson Player is starting this game because Apu Ika, one of their top defensive linemen, opted out this morning for the NFL draft.
And let's not forget about Milton, the corner,
That's
as
right.
well. 3rd down and 14 for Air Force. Daniels is going to keep it and run. Dylan Doyle, he is the heart and soul of the Baylor defense. Brought him down. He's old school. It reminds you of high school when you had to play both ways.
He plays both ways.
Yes.
I mean, we'll see him at fullback on the offensive side at some point in this game. But really, the best leader of this defense, and when you talk about Baylor football and what Baylor defense is, it really is Dylan Doyle.
It's a 9-yard pickup. Listen, Air Force is going to do this, folks.
They go for it more than anybody in the country.
Absolutely. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's another down for them. So 4th and 5. They complete nearly 80% of their 4th down attempts. Daniels throwing and completing. Cormier makes the catch, and they'll move the sticks again for the Falcons.
It's a pretty good throw. We were watching Hazik Daniels in warm-ups and looked a little bit uncomfortable here. A little tempo.
How about that? Handed off to Roberts, and there's a flag.
False start. Back to that throw. It was a good throw.
It was.
Really in.
All 11 players were not set before the ball was snapped. By rule, that's a false start. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
Jeremy Valentine is our referee. Well, there's Coach Troy Calhoun in his 16th season. You know, he's the first Air Force Academy grad to actually serve as their head coach. He's led the Falcons to 4 10-win seasons. You know, a victory tonight, 5 10-win seasons for him at Air Force. As their give gives to Roberts, and he moves the pile forward.
It's really like a trap play, and you'll see 75 Ethan Jackman come across, and he gets a great block. And when you get Roberts kind of in that phone booth, he is really difficult to bring down. How about the spin move there to break out of that tackle? That is what it makes him so special, so slippery at his size.
Mountain West Offensive Player of the Year. Single season rushing record for Air Force, looking to become the all-time leading rusher tonight. And he gets the carry again. And he goes over the right side, met by Matt Jones and driven back. They're going to give him 3.
You talked about it, Brian. I mean, this guy had 35 carries a week ago versus San Diego State. I would not be surprised. It's the last ball game as a Falcon, right? This guy's going to go out with 40-plus carries tonight. There's no doubt in my mind that Troy Calhoun's thinking about that school record. And obviously, for them to have success and win this ball game, it's going to be because of Brad Roberts.
And if Roberts, I think, is 188
that's what he needs.
Rushing yards tonight.
That's what he needs.
He becomes the all-time leading rusher. 10th play of this drive. 3rd and 3. Off that right edge, it's a 1st down as Daniels keeps it. Turn that corner, got a 1st down, 10-yard pickup, and all of a sudden the Falcons are in the red zone.
That's where that eye discipline really comes into play. As a linebacker here for Baylor's defense, you see everything kind of going off to the left, and the misdirection comes back. They bring Everett Smalley, the left tackle, 63. You'll see him ends up being the lead blocker on the right side. And then Daniel shows off a little bit of speed, picking up that 1st down. What a drive here to start the game for Air Force.
The give is to Roberts again. Over the right side. It's a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 9.
Dave Aranda was talking about it with us yesterday, Brian. Can they sustain, the 3 yards in a cloud of dust, so to speak, right? 3 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards. Okay, that's 12 yards. So that's a problem. That's how they sustain drives. That's why they lead the nation in time of possession.
Coach Aranda in his 3rd season as head coach here at Baylor. Daniels, the option, pitches it off to DeAndre Hughes. Hughes trying to get over that left side and get around the corner, but forced out of bounds. Give him 1. Tevin Williams is the guy from Baylor who forced him out. 3rd down coming for the Falcons.
Like the perfect start for the Air Force Falcons, right? I mean, you look at the clock, almost under 7 minutes here to go, and Baylor's run 3 offensive plays.
Air Force Academy 2 for 3 on 3rd down. Looking at 3rd and 6.
And don't be surprised if they don't get this, if they go for it on 4th down.
Daniels keeps it. Blocker in front. Daniels brought down at the 2. Bryson Jackson.
It's a 1st down just inside the 2, Brian, and now this is for Air Force the perfect territory you want to be in. 1st and goal from the 2. You kidding me? Brad Roberts time. They kind of go back to the exact same play. You'll see the left tackle and the left guard, Jackman and Smalley, they come around and do a good job kicking out Bryson Jackson. And then again, Daniels just kind of does the rest, nearly gets into the end zone.
They're going to mark it at the 1. 1st and goal for Air Force. Roberts in the backfield. He gets the call. Roberts. And he is pushed back and may have lost a yard.
Roberts has a lot of his success, Brian, running up the middle. I think it's going to be a challenge for them against this big defensive front of Baylor. So far on this drive, they've had most of their success with some of that speed option, and then, of course, Hazik Daniels getting on the outside as well. I think maybe down here you want to try to get the football, at least here on 2nd or 3rd down on the perimeter.
This will be the 15th play of this drive. By the way, Brad Roberts has capped off 15 drives with a touchdown on the ground so far this season. He gets the call again over the right side. Touchdown, Air Force. For Roberts, his 16th touchdown of the season in a drive that goes 15 plays, 55 yards in nearly 9 minutes.
Just a great job by the right side of that offensive line.
That play is under further review.
They're going to take a look and make sure he gets in the end zone. I think he does. He's pretty much on top of the defender as he falls into the end zone.
Man, I tell you what, we talked a lot about Brad Roberts, but how about this offensive line? In fact, they even got a name for this. They call themselves the Diesel, that offensive line.
Yeah, they're basically a fraternity inside of the Air Force Academy. And if you're not a part of that fraternity, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to get the hat.
Yeah.
And I think we may have a visual of that hat later as we take another look and see if that knee was down prior to him crossing the line to gain.
After review, the ruling on the field stance is called touchdown.
Another touchdown for Brad Roberts. And here comes the extra point. Matt DePore, he's a sophomore out of Ohio. Blocked by Baylor. One of those big paws got up there and knocked it down. Looked to be TJ Franklin.
I think Gabe Hall was in there as well, Brian. 95, do a really good job getting up the middle.
15-play drive, touchdown, extra point though blocked. 6-0 Air Force. Six to nothing our score. Let's take a look at our Lockheed Martin drive recap, partner.
Yeah, it was a beautiful drive, executed to perfection. Had to convert on 4th down. They find David Cormier, the throw from Hazik Daniels, then Roberts up the middle. Great run, breaking tackles. And then Daniels does it with his legs. Gets on the outside, little misdirection, getting them down inside the red zone. And then, of course, Roberts going to cap off the drive, 15 plays. They did miss the PAT. That's where we stand, 6-0 nothing Falcons.
Yeah, you know, Air Force now the 8th touchdown opening drive of the game for them on this season. You look back at a 15-play drive, they went 3 for 4 on 3rd down, 1 for 1 on 4th down, nearly 9 minutes off the clock.
An analytics dream.
DeBora kick things away. Baldwin, Holmes back deep. This is Baldwin from his own 11. Across the 20, the 25, and brought down at the 28. 17-yard return. 6-0 our score here in Fort Worth.
Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl is brought to you by Lockheed Martin, ensuring those we serve always stay ahead of ready. And The Exchange, welcoming home all veterans to their lifelong shopping benefits.
Just the 4th all-time meeting between Baylor and Air Force. It's their first meeting since 1977. And in fact, if you look at the series, again, Baylor at 3-0, they have not allowed more than 7 points in any of the games. Air Force already with 6.
Now, it's been about 20 minutes of real time, Brian, since the last time Baylor ran a play on offense.
And we got a flag here. Let's see if we got a false start against Baylor.
False start. Offense number 87. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Kelsey Johnson. He's the freshman tight end.
I guess when you're off the field for 20 minutes, get a little cold, get a little bit jumpy.
Quaylen Jones is checked into the backfield as Chapin will work out of the gun. He'll hand it off to Squirrel Williams around that left end, and Squirrel across the 30. And he's brought down at the 32. That's a 10-yard pickup. Jaden Goodwin.
Really led by Connor Galvin, their left tackle, who's kind of leading the charge on that outside zone. And Squirrel Williams, who again, not the biggest guy in the world, listed at 5'9", 168. And that's kind of been the problem for the running back, staying healthy this year. When you're not the biggest guys in the world, sometimes you get a little bit nicked up.
A little misdirection here. They hand it off to Josh Cameron, pitches it to him. And Cameron over the right side gets a yard. 3rd down coming from Baylor. Try to hit him with a little misdirection.
Hit him with a little bit of Air Force, a little bit of their own medicine, right? Air Force does a good job, very disciplined. That's one thing about this defense. They only have one all Mountain West defender on their defense. That's Trey Taylor. It speaks to the fact they played such great defense together.
And here's Squirrel Williams for a 2-yard pickup. So 4th down coming. TD Blackman of Air Force made the stop.
And again, this is tough territory here for Coach Dave Aranda. You probably think, man, we'd like to go for this. We don't want to give the football back to Air Force after they just went 15 plays for a touchdown, but looks like they're going to punt this away. I think TD Blackman was the one who made the tackles, a little bit shaken up on the play.
Yeah, you saw him.
On the play for Air Force.
And that's their best defensive leader, too, so that would be a big loss. Hopefully he's going to be okay.
Isaac Power out to punt for Taylor.
Isaac Powers back in to punt things away. Mari Terry standing at his own 30. We talked about that Air Force defense. They lead the nation in total defense, 3rd in scoring defense as well.
Another win, Brian. It's just knocking these punts down.
Knocked it right down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They're going to place it at the 42-yard line, so that's just a 23-yard punt. Three minutes left here in the first quarter. Watch the wind take this and knock that thing right down.
Wow.
20th annual Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl, and it's Air Force on top of Baylor 6-0. Tonight's performance update is prepared by TaxAct. Daniels, the hand to Eldridge. Eldridge busts loose. Eldridge brought down at the 25-yard line. Garmin Randolph saved a touchdown.
And they'll just wear you out in a perfect time to highlight the diesel. That offensive line does such a great job opening up that hole. See right there, the cut blocks, that's something you can't prepare for. Coach Dave Aranda said they tried to practice it live, but it's tough till you actually get into the game and experience those blocks from those offensive linemen. Give those dudes a lot of credit. They have been tremendous this season.
John Lee Eldridge, second leading rusher, runs for 34 on that one. Roberts gets the carry. And he's going to pick up 2 more. Let's go down to the field. And Lauren, let's talk about that diesel up front.
Yeah, guys, I'll tell you what, that's a special group of guys, and it dates back to 2017 when they kind of officially got the name, coined the diesel. It really kind of took hold in 2019. Brad Roberts says it means taking the hits just as much as delivering the hits, and to stay diesel, you've got to be the toughest one out on the field, and I'll tell you what, these guys are tough. They're playing tough right now.
They are. They look, there's a number of specialty players, members of that diesel, honorary members of that diesel. The quarterback, Zeke Daniels, is one. Brad Roberts is another member of that diesel group. And they won't tell you how they became members here without telling you about the initiation.
No, must be a special way to get in the club.
Yeah.
And get in that club, that's a club you want to be in.
Right.
If you're at the academy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Lauren?
Yeah, guys, it's a special fraternity, and Brad Roberts said there's a tradition. You receive a text message, you show up to this honorary ceremony. I asked him what it was all about. He said, sorry, can't tell you.
That's incomplete. He was looking at Cormier again. Had him open at the 5.
Sounds like a secret society.
It does.
I would be in that club.
4th down coming, and let's see if Air Force will go for it or if they're going to kick.
The question would be, do you trust the protection unit after that last block kick to come out here? Now, the wind is at your back.
Right.
So that's not a factor. But you might need a kicker.
Yeah, you will need the kicker.
The kicker's on the sidelines.
Matthew DePore was still on the sideline, comes running out. This is going to be from 37. Career long is 54. Snap is good. The kick is good as well. Air Force has added 3 more. 9-0, our score.
Baylor still gets a pretty good push. But DePore does a good job, has plenty of leg, and you talk about that wind, and that thing would have been good from 55.
So 5 plays, 38 yards, and they get the field goal. Do it in 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Folks, we've got 2 more bowl games coming your way tomorrow. ESPN Deportes, and also on the app. At 3 Eastern, Louisiana, they take on Clayton Tune in Houston, the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. And then you got Sam Hartman and Wake Forest. They're squaring off against Brady Cook in Missouri. It's in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl in Tampa. Baldwin and Holmes back deep for Baylor. And DePore will kick things away for Air Force. Let's see if the Bears can get something going here offensively with just 1:13 left in the quarter. That's been dominated by Air Force. Baldwin across the 20 and brought down at the 23. Let's recap the season for the 6-6 Baylor Bears. You know, they started the season ranked 10th in the country. They were 6-3 after 9 games. But, you know, the problem is they've gone 0 against ranked teams, 0 for 5 this season. And, of course, they come into this game on a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah, that Kansas State game really kind of derailed the season. 31-3 they lose. Coach Aranda said he takes a lot of blame, felt like they didn't have him prepared enough for that football game. And then, of course, that TCU loss was just devastating.
Shapen, back to pass. He's going to throw on the back foot to Gavin Holmes. Holmes has got a first down. They'll finally move the sticks for Baylor. 13-yard pickup.
Well, Holmes is kind of having a little bit of a homecoming here. The 6-year senior who's been banged up a ton throughout his career, still a little bit gimpy, comes through with a nice reception there for the first down.
Man, he had a Liz Frank injury. He's had an ACL, but has battled and been productive for Baylor. Quaylon Jones behind Shapen. He gets the carry. Bounces it to the left. Ooh, he is met. You heard that stick by Jaden Goodwin.
Boy, that's how you come up and fill a hole for a linebacker. And really, Goodwin is kind of a safety. Plays that spur position for that Falcon defense. You know, the interesting thing about Goodwin, Brian, is this offseason, he really wanted to put on a little bit more weight. He couldn't keep the weight on. And so he put himself on a diet regimen where he would do meal prep on Sundays, and it would eat ground beef and rice and this whole thing throughout the week, and he's added 15 pounds of muscle this offseason. You can see it right there, absolutely.
And we played one here in Fort Worth, the 20th annual Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. It's Air Force 9, Baylor nothing. Welcome back to the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl as part of the Capital One Bowl Mania. Air Force, a +9 in the first quarter, now a +81 on the season in the first quarter. Shapen looking to pass, intended for Josh Cameron, and that's incomplete.
Talking with Coach Grimes, their offensive coordinator at Baylor, yesterday. He was concerned about the wind and obviously throwing the football. Keeping the football on the ground was probably going to be a priority tonight. Obviously, it's been the case for the Falcons. And now you're in another passing situation here in 3rd and long.
Squirrel Williams offset left, Shapen. Plenty of time. And he'll check it down to Kelsey Johnson, the tight end.
He's going to be a little short, Brian. I think you go for this, though.
Be 2 yards shy. It's a 6-yard pickup.
And that was that Air Force defense just dropping 8 guys, allowing everything underneath. Shapen takes the check down, but it does put him in a position to go for it. They're again, a team very similar to Air Force. They go for it a ton on 4th down.
Yeah, they'll mark it at the 43. The first down marker's at the 45. So 4th down and 2 for Baylor. Shapen will work from the gun. They hand it off to Squirrel Williams. Around that right side, it's the first down. Listen, he's 5'9", 168, soaking wet.
And you say soaking wet, I mean, he's a water bug. I mean, he really is. And he just squeezes through that hole, gets a tremendous block by 28 Quaylon Jones. You'll see 28 kind of be the lead blocker here on the outside. Going to get the kick out block there. And they pick up the first down.
Shapen steps up in the pocket and brought down by Canby Golf.
Shapen hanging on to that one. Brought down by Canby Golf.
He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
2nd and 10. Ball 47.
A pretty good pressure here coming up front. That's the Droik 96 is the one that kind of forces him to take off and run. And Canby Golf finishes it off.
The give is to Squirrel Williams. And he's hit as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Alec Mock. Yeah, what a great play by the inside linebacker, number 40. Brian, we were just chatting kind of off the air too, just about this defense, how fun it is to watch them, because they're so disciplined and so sound in every single thing they do. They're always in their gaps. They're not the biggest guys in the world. They're not the fastest guys in the world, but they are always around the football, and they know where they have to be, and they make plays.
Baylor's going 4 wide here. Chapin looks right, under pressure, throws, and it's short.
Bo Richter, Brian, comes off the left side and really does a good job against that right tackle, Byers. And we'll see number 8. Bringing the pressure, forces the errant throw, and now going to force another punt.
And
for the Baylor Bears.
He had Hal Presley.
He did.
Will be deep for the Falcons.
C8 just working against Byers. Speed. Great pressure.
Power back in the punt. Amari Terry standing at his own 10.
I wouldn't be surprised if this one goes out of the end zone. Now you got the wind at your back.
Delay of game. Offense number 1. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
So that'll push him back 5.
And you can see on that kind of practice punt they took there, Isaac Power was trying to do one of those end-over-end kicks to try to get it to land inside the 10-yard line. They don't want to kick this out of the end zone. They want the field position. They want to make Air Force rather go the distance here.
That's the good thing for Air Force is they've had good field position on both of their scores.
That's a great punt.
High, takes a good bounce. Takes a bear bounce. And they're going to down that thing at the 7-yard line. 50-yard punt by Isaac Power. Falcons with the football when we come back.
The College Football Playoff Semifinals, Saturday, December 31st on ESPN.
In the second quarter, 9-0. Our score, Air Force on top of Baylor. This is the 20th annual Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. First time that these two have met each other in this bowl. But for Air Force, you know, they've been in this bowl 6 times. Most by any school in the country. First time they're playing in it, though, since 2015. Daniels keeping it. Daniels cuts it back. A.J. McCarty tripped him up, but it was a 10-yard pickup by Hazik Daniels, the senior quarterback out of Jersey.
I think everybody in the building thought that football was going to be handed off to Roberts up the middle. You look at the Baylor defense, they all thought he had it, and then all of a sudden, Daniels comes out the backside. It's a terrific job picking up that first down. Great execution of that fake.
1st and 10. Here's the handoff to John Lee Eldridge. Remember, he scampered for 34 on their last offensive series. T.J. Franklin makes the stop. 2-yard pickup for the Falcons.
Franklin in on the stop.
And the Falcons veteran squad trying to be the most successful squad, senior class in Air Force Academy history. Daniels keeping it again. Put his head down, and boy, was he met by Tevin Williams and company. No gain.
Really good job here. We talk about setting the edge a lot, especially against these teams that run the option. And Garmin Randolph, 55, who's playing in that big package along with Bryson Jackson. They're kind of playing like on the outside. He does a really good job. Coach Aranda had said to us, remember, Brian, they need a big game out of Garmin Randolph. He's going to be a big part of them having success stopping some of this option attack. Does a great job there.
3rd down and 9. Daniels to pass. boy, in the dirt. He's looking at Amari Terry.
So that punt's going to pay off because you get off the field here and you got that wind in the face of Air Force. So I'm imagining here that Baylor's going to get excellent field position to start this next drive. You see the pressure come off the right side, and again, with that wind in your face, it's very difficult to throw.
And let's see if the table turns now for Baylor, because Air Force has had it all in the first quarter.
No question.
Now
Get off
it's
the field.
Baylor's opportunity to have that win. Carson Bay back to kick things away. To see what that wind does, and now Baylor right at midfield. Great field position for the Baylor Bears finally.
Perfect. They get it in a better spot than where they punted the football. So that defensive series pans out well. Let's see if the Bears can sick them when we come back.
The Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl is brought to you by the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. New benefits for veterans with toxic exposures. Visit va.gov/PACT. Tax Act. File for less and get more. And Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Look out, because look out. Land this thing.
Hey. Landing an F-35 is a little rough. It's a little rough, but I stuck it.
Hey, that made the trip. Getting an opportunity to visit Lockheed Martin.
Absolutely.
And see those F-35s and have a chance to
how they're built, put
how
together.
They're built. Oh my goodness.
And that tour of that facility in Fort Worth. Got to thank Joe DeLapp for being so kind to us, and Fudge for teaching us how to fly.
Fudge was great.
Chapin over the middle, wide open. Josh Cameron with the catch. And he's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Baylor with their first big play of the game. It's 32 yards.
It looked like Mach 40 gets caught looking in the backfield. He's supposed to be in coverage there as Josh Cameron just is wide open down the middle of the field. And that, again, you mentioned it, Brian, the first big play for this Baylor offense. Can that be the catalyst here to get this offense going?
Waylon Jones in the backfield, shaping the throw under pressure. And he tried to dump it off to Josh Cameron, but too low. Jaden Thurgood applying that pressure.
It's the second time that Air Force has nearly gotten home, but created enough pressure to force the poor throw by Chapin on the outside.
Richard Reese has checked back into the game, that fantastic freshman. Baylor will work out of the pistol. Presley in motion, the give is Reese. Stutter step off to the left side, maybe a yard. Jaden Thurgood with the stop.
Now back-to-back great plays by Jaden Thurgood.
Even lost a yard now by their mark. So it's 3rd down and 10 for Baylor.
Going to go in an empty set here, Brian, on 3rd and about 11.
5 wide for the Bears. Chapin looks right, quickly to Holmes. And Air Force just smothers him.
And that was really an impressive play by the nose tackle, Peyton Zadroik. And that's just like a tunnel screen. They're trying to get in the outside on the perimeter, and you'll see 96. He's the one that chases this all the way down and makes this play. Does a good job recognizing it, and then look at this, just, that's impressive for the big fella, 6 foot, 260-pounder.
John Mayers in for this field goal. This is going to be from 38 yards out. Now he's got the wind at his back. Kicks it low and no good.
That's a big hold for the Falcons defense. And got to be a little bit deflating for the Bears. You finally get a big play, you get inside the red zone, you stall, and you're just trying to get points. And in a game like this, Brian, points are at a premium. The missed kick by Baylor Air Force on top. Coach Calhoun's pumped. 9-0 Falcons.
Well, let's take a look back at what the Falcons did this past season. We talked about it at the top. They lead the nation in running the football, 330 yards a game. They've already won the Commander-in-Chief's trophy. They knocked off Army. They knocked off Navy. They've won their last 4 games, and, well, they said they want to add this trophy. Get the trifecta.
And have an opportunity here, Brian, for this senior class to go out with 3 10-plus win seasons, which would be the best senior class ever.
There's the pitch to DeAndre Hughes. Hughes over that right side. He's still pushing the pile, going. Good 8-yard pickup for DeAndre Hughes.
You know, we talk a lot about Brad Roberts and how effective he's been, but they've got some other backs here, and they all run hard. That's the one thing you know you're going to get from the academy is tough runners. You take a look at that senior group, that 11-2 season, obviously the COVID year, which you kind of throw that one out. 10-3 last year, now an opportunity to go 10-3 this season. It would just be tremendous.
Look, with a victory tonight, in another 10-win season, they go back-to-back for the first time since, 1997-98.
And it's just incredible what they're able to do. I mean, you can't redshirt guys.
No NIL.
No NIL. They've got to go through so much more than the average student, and yet they still find their way here to a bowl game with an opportunity to win 10 games.
That was Roberts on the carry. So 3rd down and 3 coming.
And I'll tell you what, Brian, if they get a 1.5 yards here, they'll go for it. I mean, they don't care where it is on the field. They will absolutely go for a 4th and 1 or 2, even if it's at their own 28-yard line.
So far tonight, they've converted 50% of these 3rd downs, 3 for 6.
It's more of a pro-style set here.
And here's the pitch to DeAndre Hughes. Hughes around that left corner. Stepped out of bounds before he cut back. But it's a 1st down.
What a great block, though, by Ben Jefferson, 27. He doesn't get enough credit. They list him as a wide receiver, but he kind of lines up in the backfield a lot. But he ends up being the lead blocker on this play and just at the end absolutely does a terrific job. He is kind of an unsung hero for this Air Force Falcons offense.
And another member of that Diesel group.
And you'll see why as you watch this game go, because this guy is just a tremendous, selfless player.
Roberts in the backfield. Daniels to throw. Flushed. He's going to keep it. And ridden out of bounds by Al Walcott. Walcott plays that star position for Baylor.
And he's expected to be a big factor in this game as well.
Well, the Easy Post Hawaii Bowl in Honolulu, it comes your way Christmas Eve. Middle Tennessee takes on San Diego State, 8 Eastern. That is 3 Hawaiian time on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the app.
I'm so happy that game is back on Christmas Eve. When you're sitting around having your eggnog with your family and friends and got a little football to watch. I love it.
Daniels keeps it right side. Leaps. And he's right at that 1st down marker. He's about a yard short.
Well, when you get a 6'3", 260-pound offensive tackle in Everett Smalley in the open field against a 5'11", $175 corner and A.J. McCarty, that's a no-win situation. And that allowed Daniels to pick up the yards there, and now in an optimal situation here, 3rd and 1. And you just look at that clock, Brian. They're just chewing it up.
What was it, like 12 minutes, I want to say, when they started?
It was 12 minutes the first time, then Baylor got it back, but now they're still just eating the clock in this quarter.
Here's Roberts, straight ahead, and that's enough for a 1st down. They'll move the sticks, and this drive continues.
And they love it. They'll huddle. They'll take their time. They don't mind taking the entire play clock. In a perfect world, Troy Calhoun would love to take this thing down there and either kick a field goal or get a touchdown and leave no time on the clock for Baylor. Possessions are at a premium when you play a service academy.
Here's Daniels keeping it. Daniels gets strung out to the left and brought down.
Daniels hanging on to that one.
Devin Lemire. Tevin Williams. Baylor making the stop.
You know, it's interesting. It looked like a good play by Baylor's defense, but they still pick up 3 yards, right? And that's what they do. They live and die with the 3-yard gains. The ball control in this game has just been remarkable.
They average 36 minutes a game right now at 17. Daniels on the run, plenty of room, cuts back, and boy, did he take a hit. Matt Jones.
Who?
Matt Jones.
We felt it up here. The play by Matt Jones, the will linebacker. As you see, Daniels gets outside the pocket. Yeah, he's going to take a shot, but again, they're in 3rd and 1.
Man, like back then they didn't know me. Look at that hat, that hit.
Yeah, now they do.
They all on me.
That's right.
Brad Roberts back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Straight ahead.
Going to be short.
Yeah, he'll be short. It'll be 4th down, and you know they're going to go for
There
it.
ain't no question about it that Air Force will go for this one. And I'll be curious to see if they go back to Roberts here, because they've done a good job, Baylor has, stopping that fullback dive. The one play that they've really had success is kind of faking that dive and getting Daniels outside on the perimeter with lead blockers.
10th play of this drive coming. It's taking almost 6 minutes off the clock.
And look at the play clock. I mean, it's down to 5 seconds already.
Daniels. And brought down there for a loss. Jackie Marshall. Big play by the redshirt freshman out of Louisiana.
Baylor's defense, I think they knew it was coming. They finally can stop this misdirection play on the outside. Jackie Marshall with the big stop for the Baylor Bears. They got great field position here to end the first half.
Chapin drops the football, picks it up. He's going to run with it, but there's the flag. That could have been disastrous. Chapin picked up about 4 yards after dropping it.
Holding. Offense number 8. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That's on Ben Sims.
Yep, the tight end. They move it back into their own territory.
See the hold here on the right side, number 8. Chapin loses the football, and he's lucky. I mean, really, the hold kind of prevented the sack, essentially.
Hand off to Quaylon Jones. Jones running hard.
And off goes to Quaylon Jones.
And he's brought down at the 42-yard line. 47, excuse me. 4-yard pickup for Baylor.
Yeah, I know we talk a lot about Richard Reese in that backfield, but Jones is the bruiser. 6'2", 242, and they're going to go a little bit hurry up here. You got to. It's about a minute to go.
Chapin throwing, and that's complete. To the outside, Josh Cameron. And Cameron and Chapin have developed this connection of sorts here, especially down the stretch of the season.
Yeah, they really have. We asked Jeff Grimes, your OC, if Chapin's kind of got one guy that he likes to go to, or if there's somebody on the outside that is sort of stepping up, because they've really had to replace nearly every skill player, Brian, from a season ago. That 12-2 football team that won the Sugar Bowl, won the Big 12, and Chapin is now trying to find some new targets. That's just a terrific effort in these conditions to come up with that football with really good coverage there by Taylor.
Well, Cameron is an interesting guy because former walk-on, went on scholarship here in the summer before the season. And listen, he's just been consistent. That's what they love about him from a wide receiver standpoint, and he's a great blocker. They kind of use the comparison like Hines Ward.
Yeah. Now you can't block those crackback blocks like Hines Ward used to do back in the day, taking dudes' heads off. But he is a willing blocker on the outside, and you said it, Brian, very consistent, and that's what you need from that position.
So we're under a minute left until the half. Third down for Baylor. Quaylon Jones in the backfield. He gets the carry. Jones. Maybe to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Fourth down coming for Baylor.
What does this defense just fly around for the Falcons? They're going to hurry up here and go for this on 4th and 2.
Chapin from the gun to Jones, and it's a first down.
Now you gotta use your timeouts.
It's a 5-yard pickup. And again, Baylor with tempo. They've got 2 timeouts left.
They gotta go.
Chapin rolls right, looking, directs traffic, and throws a strike to Cameron at the 22-yard line. 18 seconds, they'll call timeout.
Second, charge timeout. Baylor, 30 seconds.
Really good job by Chapin here, getting outside the pocket. And he finds Cameron, who's just kind of sitting down the sticks. He tells him to move just a little bit inside, and it was just enough for him to find it between about 5 Falcons defenders.
Well, the college football playoff semifinals, Saturday, December 31st on ESPN and the app. First at 4 Eastern, second-ranked Michigan takes on third-ranked TCU, the Verbo Fiesta Bowl. And then you got the number 1 team in the country, Georgia. Fourth-ranked Ohio State. They square up in that Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. The winners, they play Monday, January 9th on ESPN for the national championship.
Party at the Fox House.
Yeah, oh, I hear you.
We'll be in the foxhole watching those Buckeyes.
First timeout. Air Force. This will be a full-length timeout.
The Air Force wants to talk about it. 18 seconds left until the half. And if you're Baylor, you want to get some points.
Well, Brian, speaking of the foxhole, we're going to do a little surprise. We'll do an early foxhole this year because you got to be tough, you got to be physical, you got to weather the elements. How about we put Brian Custer, Lawrence Sisler, our entire crew in the foxhole today here at the Armed Forces Bowl, because y'all have balled out this year. And I've appreciated working with you guys. It's been so much fun. And so you guys are honorary members today in the foxhole. How about that?
Thank you, Foxy. We appreciate it, man.
Love y'all. Love y'all.
This is it, y'all. I can't believe it. Sea Crew, man.
How about the crew, man, working in these elements? The guys on the camera?
Every member of our sea crew. We shout out to all of them.
Man.
All of our camera guys.
Absolutely.
Working down there, working hard.
Working hard.
We love y'all. We love ya.
Here's first down. Chapin throwing to the end zone for Presley. Incomplete.
Ooh, a lot of contact there on the outside by Michael Mack.
They do throw a flag.
He doesn't get his head turned around. He's grabbing.
Pass interference. Defense number 9. 15-yard penalty.
Actually kind of did get his head turned around a little bit, but he's still too much jersey.
So first down for Baylor. They'll move that thing up. And 12 seconds left.
One timeout. he starts to turn his head around, but I think at the end, there's too much contact into the body.
With their right hand?
Yeah, into the body.
Grab,
yeah. Matt, what do you think?
Matt Austin's our rules expert. He's with us.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. There was a lot of contact before he ever looked back, and that's the key. Plus, he was cutting off the receiver's path to the ball, so that was a good call.
Shapen rolls out of the pocket through the end zone. Touchdown, Presley. Let's go. 8-yard touchdown pass to Hal Presley, his 4th of the season, the sophomore, and he's a local kid out of Mansfield.
Big play. You roll the pocket. You're working towards the sideline, and he knows where he's out. It's man-to-man coverage. And listen, Air Force, they don't want to play a lot of man-to-man coverage. Not against these athletes versus Baylor. And that's Castonway, number 2, the cornerback, who gets beat right there.
Mayers kicks it through the extra point, and Baylor's on the board. 6 plays, 47 yards. They did it in a minute 28. Blake Shapen to Hal Presley. And the Bears get 7. And that's important considering Air Force won the toss and deferred.
They'll get the ball. Yeah, that was huge. I mean, if you're Baylor, you really couldn't get much going offensively. You missed the field goal attempt, and now to score with just 6 seconds left. I mean, that's sort of devastating for Air Force. But hey, we knew this game was going to be kind of a battle with the conditions, with the wind and the temperature. 9-7 at halftime. That sounds about right.
In fact, more than half of these Armed Forces Bowl games have been close. 10 of 19 of them have been decided by a touchdown or less. Noah Rauschenberg kicked things away. It's a touchback. So Zeke Daniels in the offense will come back and I'm sure take a knee here. Go into the locker room and talk about it. Up 2. And you can see how much of an advantage it is because of the wind going in this direction from your left to your right.
Yeah, that's where all the points have been.
So Air Force will have the football to begin the second half in a 2-point lead. Air Force with 137 total yards of offense. Baylor with 112.
The difference, Brian, in that first half has been the time of possession.
Our score at the half, 9-7, Air Force. Now let's send you to the studio in Bristol.
Welcome back to Capital One Bowl Mania.
You're watching the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl as part of the Capital One Bowl Mania. Here in Fort Worth on the campus of TCU, it is the 20th annual Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl, and it is Air Force with a 2-point lead over Baylor. You look at the first half, Air Force dominated the time of possession. Yeah. Really the difference is a block or missed field goal and a blocked extra point.
Well, and the wind's been a factor. All the points have been scored at one end, so you want to have the wind at your back here in the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look at some of those first half highlights here. We've had 2 touchdowns scored, and it was Air Force who scored the first one.
Yeah, they got inside the red zone, and then Brad Roberts finishes off the drive. They do miss that PAT, which could loom large in the end. Of course, then Baylor, right at the end of the first half with 6 seconds to go, They catch Air Force in man coverage. They get the touchdown to Presley on the outside. And here we are, 9-7 in a tight ball game. And that, you talked about it there, Brian. The ball control, the time of possession has been owned by the Falcons, and that's exactly their recipe for success.
On the season, the Falcons' time of possession averaged 36 minutes a game. You see they're already at 19 in the first half. They will get the football to begin the second half.
And Brian, this has kind of been the money quarter for Air Force, and with the wind at their back, this is going to be a huge benefit for them. They've outscored their opponents 93-19 in the third quarter.
Back deep is Amari Terry and Ben Jefferson for the Falcons. Noah Rauschenberg will kick things away from Baylor. Low kick. Squibs it on the ground. And you got to let that one go. You're Brad Roberts. You got to let that one go.
You got to put your foot on the sideline. Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah.
So if your foot's on the sideline when you possess the football, that'll be an illegal procedure call, and I think that's what they're going to call. So I think they catch a break.
You can see the referees talking about it now. Jeremy Valentine and his crew.
Is that the receiving team player was already out of bounds when he first touched the kick. By rule, it's a foul for a kickoff out of bounds. The ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Please set the game clock to 15 minutes. Thank you.
Well, Matt Austin, he's our rules expert. He's with us. Matt, explain to us.
Well, he's exactly right. That's exactly what Dustin said. If he stepped out of bounds first and touched the ball, then they get the ball to 35. If he touched it, then stepped out of bounds, it's going to be his ball right there. And it is reviewable.
See.
I think he's in bounds.
Yeah, he's
I don't know that he ever stepped out of bounds, frankly.
No.
Matt, from that look, do you see this getting overturned? I think he's in bounds.
I agree with you. Now it turns into an inadvertent whistle, and they've killed it, and that's all they can do is give him the ball at that spot.
Wow. So a break for the Baylor Bears, most likely.
Yeah. Because if you're Brad, I would have just let it go out of bounds when on that kick.
You're taught, again, I played a lot of special teams in my day. You're taught to, if the ball's coming near the sideline, get your body out of bounds and then possess the football.
Right.
Just an awareness thing.
You see Jeremy Valentine there, our referee, taking a look. They're going to move it back. They will mark it right there.
After review, the receiving team player had his left foot inbounds when he touched the ball. The ruling on the field has changed. It'll be 1st and 10 for Air Force at the 17-yard line.
And there you have it. 1st and 10 from the 17 for Air Force. Roberts, John Lee Eldridge in the backfield with Daniels. This is Roberts. And Baylor drives him back to the field with Lawrence Sisler with the head coach of Air Force.
Coach, a big part of the game plan coming in was developing the run, time of possession, and turnovers. How do you feel like your team executed there in the first half?
Well, pretty solid. I mean, obviously, neither team's played in 4 weeks, so getting in the groove a little bit. They're very difficult to block. I mean, just their size and how active they are. And, it was a really, heck of a first half. It's going to be even more so as we head into the second half here.
where she conducted that interview right at the end of the half. Eldridge got the carry, and he lost a couple. His Baylor defense has come out to play here in the second half.
Flying around here. Bryson Jackson, number 7, just kind of shoots his gun on the speed option. And now a 3rd and about 12 coming up here, a passing situation for Haaziq Daniels in this Air Force offense.
5 for 9 on 3rd down is Air Force. Daniels going to keep it, goes right up the middle. Daniels close to a 1st down, he's got it and more.
Wow, fooled everybody. Takes a couple steps back like he's going to throw it. Design quarterback run by far. And I think everyone from Baylor just kind of dropping out expecting, hey, we're not expecting the run here on 3rd and 12. And then this thing just opens up on the right side. You can see it's a design run because all the offensive linemen are going downfield. It's a great play. Great design by Troy Calhoun in this offense.
15-yard pickup by Daniels.
They don't pick up too many 3rd and 12s.
Daniels now going to pass on 1st down. Down the sideline, he's got a man. Amari Terry. Terry's got a step. Terry brought down inside the 5 by A.J. McCarty. That's how Air Force gets you. They run and run and run, and then all of a sudden, when you're sleeping, they lull you to sleep, and what a big play.
Brian, what do they say at Air Force? Let it fly. Yeah, you talk about that ground attack. They lull you to sleep, and then Terry on the outside catches a little man coverage from McCarty and a dime delivered by Haaziq Daniels.
68-yarder. Daniels caps it off with a touchdown, and the Falcons come out in the second half on their first offensive possession and score.
What a momentum shift, though, from the stop by Bryson Jackson that puts him in 3rd and 12, and then a huge conversion by Daniels for the 15-yard run. They come right back down the field to Amari Terry, and then they cap this touchdown drive off. This has got to be one of the fastest touchdown drives of the season for the Falcons.
It was a touchdown. That plays under further review.
Man, just 5 plays, 83 yards, and they do it in 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Take a look here at Daniels. And there should be no question that's a touchdown.
Seems pretty simple to me.
Absolutely. The capper, though, that 68-yard reception and run by Amari Terry. That's a career long for Terry.
And you know what hurts Baylor is the fact that Air Force scored so quickly, which means they're going to have more time with the wind at their back in this quarter.
They're really going to field. Sands is called touchdown.
So here comes the extra point. Air Force has already had 1 block. Snap is good, so is the hold, and the kick is good as well.
Haaziq Daniels doing it all with his legs, with his arm, and getting in the house. 16-7 Falcons.
The College Football Playoff Semifinals, Saturday, December 31st on ESPN.
Haaziq Daniels with his 22nd career rushing touchdown. And it's Air Force with a 16-7 lead as they score on the opening drive here of the second half. 5 plays, 83 yards. They do it in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Back deep for Baylor, Squirrel Williams and Gavin Holmes. This is Squirrel from his own 7. Across the 20 and brought down at the 25-yard line. Lauren Sisler's down on the field. Lauren, you spoke with Dave Aranda before this second half began. What did he say?
Yeah, he said one of the biggest things is they have to adjust to the speed of the option. They've been creating new angles that they haven't seen before. He said offensively, we've got to block better, and we've got to run the football better. And ultimately, we've got to get into a rhythm. That is going to be the biggest key for them here starting the second half.
Let's see if they can do it here, especially offensively.
And this has been really the challenge for both teams, Brian, going this direction with this 35-mile-an-hour wind in your face. It's been really tough for both teams to get anything going on offense.
Richard Reese, the freshman, gets the carrier. Reese running hard and brought down at the 29-yard line. We began this football game with 13 degrees.
It's got to be colder than that now. I'm telling you, at halftime. You said it earlier, Brian. The coldest bowl game ever was what, 1958?
58, 83, I want to say.
I'd put this up against any cold bowl game. My goodness.
Chapin to Reese again. Over that left side. About 2 yards shy of a first down. Lauren?
Guys, talking about the cold weather, it's been very entertaining here on the sidelines. I was on the Baylor sideline earlier. They've been huddling up around the heater, and let me tell you, the gloves are melting off. One guy's pants were melting off. You smell plastic all over the place. They're trying to do everything they can to stay warm down here. Whew, it's rough.
Have you been wearing the ski mask that my man Darren got you?
I have been wearing the ski mask that Darren got me. I took it off during halftime, but I'm about to put it back on because it is freezing.
Stay warm. Get yourself some chicken broth down there.
I'm going to work on that.
3rd and 2, 0 for 6 on 3rd down. Chapin, flush, nearly picked. Jaden Goodwin.
Oh, Goodwin had himself a pick 6. If he's able to hang on to this football, he cuts right in front of that route, and he's kicking himself because he knows it. And now a decision here for Baylor on 4th and 2. It looks like they're going to maybe leave their offense on the field. This would be a huge decision. It'd be a game-changing decision if they don't get it.
Squirrel Williams behind Chapin. He's in the pistol. They give it to Squirrel. He cuts it back. And he's brought down right at the 35, which is where the first down marker is.
It is so close, Brian. They're going to give it to him. Wow.
1st and 10 for Baylor.
And Calhoun's losing his mind on the officials. Now, they may want to take another look at this.
The ruling on the field was a first down. That play is under further review.
Watch the cutback. Arm, ooh.
Oh, that
where
is
the football.
so
close. It looks like where that football came down was like a yard before the 35. They're going to take a look at it. We'll go to break. Woo. When we come back, the ruling.
The Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl is brought to you by The Exchange, welcoming home all veterans to their lifelong shopping benefits, and Cross Country Mortgage, proud to support veterans and military members.
Well, the ruling, first down for Baylor. So 1st and 10 for Baylor from their own 35. 16-7 is our score. You see Squirrel getting that first down. This is Richard Reese. And Reese gets a couple before he's driven back.
And on for Reese.
Ten minutes left here in the third quarter. Baylor will go with 3 wides here. Reese gets the carry. Oh, he's going to lose it. Zadroik grabs him. It's a loss of 2.
Yeah, Peyton Zadroik has had himself a monster game, Brian. He's been involved in a variety of plays in the backfield. He's made plays on the perimeter, running down the line. Just he beats the center, and just there's nowhere for Richard Reese to go. And he ends up making the tackle with some of his teammates there as well. Great play by Zadroik.
3rd and 11. Baylor's going to now go 4 wide. Squirrel Williams is checked into the backfield. Here's Chapin. He's looking left. He threw that in the direction of Kelsey Johnson. That's the tight end.
And I don't know if that was the wind affecting that throw, but that throw had no chance. I mean, that was like a ground ball, trying to find his target there on the outside. I mean, now we get to see the punter, and we get to see the wind.
Isaac Power back in to punt things away. Amari Terry standing at his own 27.
He may want to move up.
It takes a Baylor bounce, and it will be down right there at the 27-yard line. 39-yard punt. Air Force football when we come back. For our Chipotle clutch delivery and that opening drive of the second half, you said it, partner. Zeke Daniels did it with his legs and with his arms.
And this 3rd and 12, where he was able to take off and run for 15 yards, really was that catalyst for that drive. And he comes right back. Air Force not known for throwing the football. When you find a man in man covers on the outside, you got protection. He finds Terry, and then he finishes the drive off himself with the touchdown run. And it was probably one of the, as I mentioned, one of the fastest drives of the season for the Falcons.
Daniels, the pitch, the DeAndre Hughes tried to turn that corner, driven out of bounds, but he picks up a couple before he goes out of bounds. You talked about how this 3rd quarter for Air Force has always been a big quarter for them. Well, one of the reasons why is that at the beginning of the second half, defensively, they've been stout. You saw what they just did with Baylor, made them go basically 3 and out here, but they did get that 1 first down. But you look at on the season, 8 punts, 4 turnovers, 1 turnover on downs for the Air Force defense on opening drives of the second half.
They've been tremendous. They deserve a lot of credit. The offense gets a lot of credit, obviously, rightfully so. And you know, we talked a lot about that offensive line. And I know, Lauren, you want to talk a little bit more about that diesel line that we've been talking about, getting all that push today, getting on the outside, and that fraternity that they call the diesel.
Yeah, and how fitting is it, the fraternity called the diesel? Guess what you get? You get this hat here with the diesel pump on it.
Oh,
apparently
I like that.
These guys actually went up the road to a truck stop, found these hats, thought they were pretty cool. So, of course, you got to have the snapback trucker hat by Carhartt. Why not?
Well, those hats didn't work on that 3rd down as Baylor gets the stop.
Yeah, you might want to make Al Walcott a member of the diesel with that hit.
That hit was nasty. And we knew coming into the game, Walcott, who plays that star position for the Baylor Bears, they're going to bring him a lot more inside the box, blitz him a lot, and you'll see 13. I mean, 13's all over this play. Dillon as well makes him turn around and cut back inside.
Carson Bay in to punt things away for Air Force.
Ooh, missed it.
And it's a shank. It is a shank. And maybe the tide is turned for the Baylor Bears.
And they got the win at their back. Bay just absolutely just mishits this ball off the side of his foot.
An 11-yard punt by Bay.
And this will be one of the best starting field positions for anybody going this direction with the wind in their face.
So Baylor,
he knows it.
Now from the Falcons, 44. Chapin over the middle. and that one was deflected. It was intended for Josh Cameron.
Bach, Brian, drops into coverage from his inside linebacker position and nearly intercepts this. It goes up in the air. They're lucky. Baylor catches a break. But I'll tell you one thing. Cameron, he was wide open. Mac 40 right here. He's going to drop back. Does a good job.
Quaylon Jones, and they're going to give it to Squirrel Williams. Squirrel, the jet sweep. Knocked out of bounds. Maybe a yard is what he got, and that's it.
He ran about 30 yards to get a yard. And that's a credit to the Air Force defense stringing that out. And every single one of those defenders staying in their lane, allowing no cutback opportunities for Squirrel.
3rd and 9.
And 0 for 8 on 3rd down for this Baylor Bear offense.
4 wide. Shape it. Option it out. The Squirrel Williams. A 5-yard pickup.
Now decision time here for Dave Aranda in this offense, because I think you do.
Yeah,
I mean,
you gotta go for it.
What are you going to net if you punt this? You know, what if you punt in the end zone? I mean, you're going to net 15 yards?
Quaylon Jones is checked in.
And Quaylon Jones is the best pass protector. Comes in on 3rd downs. This is going to be a throw.
4 wide. Shape it. Keeps it. Puts his head down. There's a flag. He's about 1.5 yards short. Alex Mock made the stop. But let's see what the flag is.
It might be an illegal cut block.
Holding. Offense number 58. That penalty is declined.
Well, that's a big break for this Air Force defense. Get off the field, and you get good field position here to start this next drive. And this defense, Brian, Coach Calhoun was so humble when we talked to him about this defense. We're like, Coach, you got one of the best defenses in the country. And he's like, oh, no. Have you seen Georgia?
Yeah.
Have you seen Illinois? And we're like, yeah, we've seen them. But statistically, Coach, you have one of the best defenses in the nation. And it's showing up tonight. Wow, these guys are pretty fun to watch.
1st and 10 for Air Force. Omar Fatah in the backfield. Daniels back to pass. Daniels has got a man. He's got Cormier. And incomplete.
Oh, he had him wide open.
He had him.
He was behind 3 Baylor defenders. And that's just the first throw of the night that Daniels has missed. I mean, he's been pretty on the money. And what confuses the defense is because he kind of comes in like he's going to block, and then he just takes off and gets behind the defense.
Daniels keeps it right up the middle. It's been effective, and it's a 1st down. Christian Morton makes the stop.
And it is so funny, when you watch Air Force, when they find something that works, what do? They run it over and over again until you can stop it. And this is just executed beautifully. It's, again, a design quarterback run, and you know that because you can see the offensive lineman taking off down the field. Right away, it's a block. And Daniels, he's not the fastest guy in the world, but he's got some wheels now. Has a 94-yard touchdown run in his career.
Here's Brad Roberts. He's across midfield. He's in Baylor territory.
Baylor's done a really good job of bottling up Roberts today. It has been more Hazik Daniels with his legs and a couple of throws in the pass game.
Well, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the app. Monday Night Football. Justin Herbert, the Chargers, taking on Jeff Saturday's Colts, Lucas Oil Stadium. Coverage begins at 6 Eastern with countdown. Here's the pitch. to Eldridge. Eldridge over the left side. Eldridge down the sideline and inside the 30. They're going to mark him at the 27. 20-yard pickup.
You got to
John Lee Eldridge.
You got to see the block here by Rillos. 84 just absolutely blocks the defender out of bounds, frankly, and opens up the lane for Eldridge for the big gain. And again, they're chewing up this clock.
Under 4 minutes left in the quarter. They hurry to the line. Daniels again and again, the pitch to Eldridge. Takes a hit and continues forward. Man, what a job here by Eldridge.
He hurdles the defender and then takes the hit.
Look at this guy, look at that.
Going airborne over Devin Lemire. Dangerous to leave your feet.
Again, Eldridge. And again, he's got room. The turf monster tripped him up. Otherwise, he would have probably gotten inside the 10.
Brian, we talked about Ben Jefferson, who's listed as a wide receiver, but he plays primarily in the backfield as a tailback as well. Probably the best blocker on this team. Look at 27 right here and watch the job that he does on the outside on this pitch. He completely takes Walcott out of the play. Excuse me, that's Lemire.
Jefferson, another member of the Diesel. So it's 1st and 10 in the red zone from the 15. Fake to Roberts. He's going to throw to the end zone. He's got a touchdown. Caleb Rillos, the tight end, with a touchdown for the Falcons. And it's his first of the season.
Only his second catch of the season, Brian.
Listen, we think this is a team that's going to run the football. They're letting it fly. The Falcons are.
It's a rollout flood coverage, basically, and they've got 3 options. And Rillos ends up kind of getting behind the defense there. They were trying to also get Jefferson there in the flat, but Rillos is the one who ends up with the touchdown.
Matthew DePore. And let's see if a Baylor Bear jumped offside.
Offside, defense, contact with an offensive player in the neutral zone. Half the distance to the goal, try for point.
Bring out the offense. I would. I mean, make it a 17-point game.
You got Brad Roberts.
You only got to get a yard.
Yeah, really. Kick is good.
Zeke Daniels doing it all, really, for this offense, and didn't expect in the cold conditions, the windy conditions, for this Air Force offense to be able to have this much success through the air, and yet they have. Daniels doing a really nice job today through the air. I mean, he's only thrown 7 passes, but for 103 yards, and now the touchdown.
He's also run it for 79 yards. They go 7 plays, 64 yards in 3 minutes. Here's a look at all of this year's finalists for the Navy Federal Credit Union ROTC All-American Scholarship. Congratulations to them, because the award basically spans the entire country, all the branches of the ROTC, and celebrates those students who embody leadership, military experience, and community service. Take a look at what Air Force has done the previous 3 games. And look at what they have done here tonight through the air. 4 of 7 for a bucko 3. And again, dominating that time of possession. Over 27 minutes they've had the football.
Well, and now this third quarter, they've just dominated, Brian, because the total yardage was about the same. Well, he got a little something going here.
Yeah, Squirrel Williams will bring it out close to midfield.
And they need that. But no, at halftime, the total yardage for both squads was about the same. Just a dominating performance here to start the third quarter. And again, going back to what Air Force has been able to do in the third quarter. Coming into this game, 93-19, they've outscored their opponents. Calhoun does it all. I mean, leave a towel in the field. I'll go get it.
That's service.
That is service.
That's service.
Thank you for your service,
Exactly.
Troy Calhoun.
They fake the pitch to Reese. Chapin rolls, throws, and low to Presley. Incomplete.
Jennifer Howe Presley.
Two possessions, 2 touchdowns for Air Force. Look at this, 290, knocking on the door of 300.
But look at the third quarter alone, Brian.
Yeah,
153-17.
From the gun. This is Reese. Ooh, he is met at the line. Jonathan Youngblood came and filled that hole. Man.
And off to Reese.
And Youngblood's not even a starter. And the thing about this defense that's so impressive is they're so confident, the entire group, whether it's the ones or the twos, the level of production, it doesn't drop. And that's what's so incredible about this group and how well they play together.
Well, you pointed out only one player was named to the All-Mountain West team, and that was Trey Taylor. Here's Quaylen Jones. Lowering the shoulder, he's close to midfield, picks up 3.
Quaylen Jones, the ball carrier.
Mari Bellamy
Stop made by
forced him out of bounds.
And three number 47, ball 49.
Third down, fourth down, make it 7.
4th down and 7, gonna go for it.
Squirrel.
Well, they got some man coverage, it looks like, at top.
3 of 4 on 4th down. Chapin sacked! Vince Sanford. He is the defensive star of this unit. Coming in at 7 quarterback hurries, and boy, leads them in tackles for loss and sacks. He's now got 6.5 on the season, and you see why.
Brian, the swim move he puts on the offensive lineman to get inside, the C26 here, he's going to work against Gavin Byers, and he's just going to hit him with the swim, and he gets right inside, and that's just a terrific individual effort by Vince Sanford. And what a story he is, Brian. This is a guy that came to Air Force, played wide receiver, moved to safety, and now playing outside linebacker, and has become one of the best defenders on this team.
And now 4th all-time in sacks for Air
Incredible,
Force.
just incredible.
Under a minute left here in this quarter. Here's Roberts. Now they're going to just try to throw body blows to this defense of Baylor.
This is where the service academies just, they wear you out. If they've got a 16-point lead with 1 quarter to go, they are just going to wear you out.
We got one more play here of this quarter. And it's Roberts again. And it's a first down. They will move the sticks. 5-yard pickup.
First down, Falcons.
So we're going to go to the fourth quarter. Air Force, over 300 yards of offense, and they've got themselves a 16-point lead. Looking to add more. Oh, you can do the sideline shimmy?
Even, she was mean mugging it too, wasn't she?
She was, even in the cold. We'll be back. (23-7) is our score as we begin the fourth quarter. Air Force on top of Baylor. Don't forget, make sure you stick around, especially after the game, because Sports Center comes your way. Scott Van Pelt, he'll be talking football, hockey, basketball, and a whole lot more. 1st and 10 from the Baylor 30. They give it to Roberts. Roberts churning the legs, moving the pile. And he picks up 8 hard yards down to the field, insists.
Guys, I got to tell you something. Air Force right now, they're feeling it. They're enjoying this on the sidelines. They've got the fans behind them, and they said they've never experienced rowdy fans like this before. And you can tell they're feeding off the energy. They're over here high-fiving with them, having a good time. And so this is something unique and different from them. And obviously you can see these guys are really having a good time.
I think, Lauren, you just snuck over there because I see some heaters.
There are some heaters. There are some heaters.
Here's Roberts again. That's a first down and more. That 8-yard pickup was the longest run of the night for him. And now he picks up 11 on this one. And this is where we talked about where they just wear you out, man. They got these guys up front, and then this running game. We've talked about how they dominate the time of possession.
And I'm telling you, in these conditions, and I've been in these situations when it's extremely cold like this, and you're starting to get worn out a little bit, it becomes tougher and tougher to make tackles. And the offensive line will start to feel that momentum shift, and Brad Roberts right now is feeling it.
Yeah, he is. They give it to him again. He's now inside the 10. Dylan Doyle makes the stop. Inside the red zone is Air Force. Every time they've been in the red zone, they've scored a touchdown.
I'd say that's efficient. Just chew the clock and give it to 20.
Conversely, their defense, you look at their last 4 games, they've given up a total of 25 points. Only 7 so far tonight. There's a flag here.
You know, honestly, if any points here for Air Force makes it a 3-score game. I don't know if there's 3 possessions left in this game for Baylor.
Offside. Defense number 90 entering the neutral zone, causing the offense a false start. Penalize half the distance to the goal. First down.
It's on Jackson Player. He's the transfer out of Tulsa.
You see him touch the right guard, Cochran. Just enough.
Just enough. So now just 2nd and 2. Roberts over the right side. And they're going to mark him down at the 1. It'll be enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and goal for Air Force. Roberts needs just 1 more touchdown, and he'll be tied for 3rd all-time in Falcon history. They give it to him. He turns, leans, and it's bad Brad Roberts for another touchdown.
And it's just such a signature Brad Roberts run. Almost every time, Brian, he receives contact, he does that spin, and he avoids the tackle, and just enough with that spin allows him to fall backwards into the end zone for the touchdown. You'll see it, the contact hits, and he just, and he just keeps those legs driving as he falls in.
Extra point is good.
One after is good.
7 plays, 42 yards. They do it in 3 minutes and 15 seconds. And Roberts is now 3rd all-time in touchdowns in Falcon history.
Who's gonna stop me now?
Welcome back here in Fort Worth, where it's just 11 degrees. You know this game was 9-7 at the half.
Crazy.
21 unanswered points here in this second half by Air Force.
You know, we talked about it when we started the game. It's like you want to know in a game like this who wants it, who wants to be here, who's excited about it, who has more to play for. And listen, Baylor has superior athletes, and they may be the better team if they played in the Dome, you know, but this is a different deal. And Air Force came into this game. They're trying to get to 10 wins, back-to-back seasons. They're playing for a lot, the senior group.
Coldest bowl game ever played.
We're setting records this year, Brian.
Man, wind chill -1. All right, let's take a look at the Bowl Challenge Cup standings brought to you by Progressive. And for the Big 12, this was their first time in the bowl game, the first team participating in the bowl game, and it looks like at this point they're going to go 0 for 1. Mountain West coming in at 2-1, and look like they may just add another victory there.
They might. 12 minutes away.
Yeah. Reese in the backfield is, boy, it's cold. Shaping over the middle, that's complete to Gavin Holmes. Holmes across the 40.
Well, the good news for Baylor is they've got the wind at their back. That's where most of the points today have been scored. They got to hurry, and they got to score points in bunches, and they're probably going to need a turnover.
That's a 20-yard pickup by Gavin Holmes. Bears to go 4 wide. That's Ben Sims in motion. Shaping, rolling, and throws, and Richard Reese dropped it.
Pass incomplete. Intended for Reese.
Man, I tell you, you're so cold. That ball feels hard. It feels like a.
Let me tell you something. I'm
like a cinder.
You know, we're upstairs
block.
and we have the window open up here, and I'm freezing. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't want to tackle anybody right now or catch a football right now. These guys, so much respect for these players playing through these elements.
Reese. Down to the field and assists.
You guys talk about playing in the elements. What was funny earlier, coming into halftime, one of the Baylor players ran off the field into the end zone and said, man, it feels like we're running on concrete right now. This field is so hard, and you can tell these guys are definitely trying to gut it out. It is absolutely freezing cold, and it's just gotten colder.
You are a trooper down there, partner.
I appreciate y'all.
Shape it. He'll keep it.
They're going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah. About 3 yards shy of a first. Waylon Jones will come in. Again, he's usually the 3rd down guy on passing downs, and that's what they're looking at here on 4th down. 4th and 4. Shaping. Swings it out to Jones and low.
I think initially he was trying to get Gavin Holmes out into the left flat, but Air Force does such a good job passing it off, and they have it covered that as he comes back to his secondary check down, he just can't deliver the football, and that just might about do it. Air Force all over Baylor, 30-7.
The Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl is brought to you by Lockheed Martin, ensuring those we serve always stay ahead of ready. The U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. New benefits for veterans with toxic exposures. Visit va.gov/PACT. And TaxAct. File for less and get more.
20th Annual Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl here in Fort Worth on the campus of TCU, Amon Carter Stadium. Don't forget, as soon as we're done, Sports Center with SVP. Roberts right up the middle. 4-yard pickup down to the field, and Lauren.
Guys, Air Force coming in, trying to get that 10-win season for the 3rd year in a row, and this new era of college football with the transfer portal and NIL. Talking to Coach Calhoun, he said, 5 or 6 wins in a season at a service academy is really an incredible feat, all things considered. So to see how Air Force has been able to continue to have this kind of success that they've had is really special, really unique. And, I talked to Brad Roberts early this week too, and he attributes his team's success to being with a group of guys who are training for something much different than just football. You go through basic training with these guys, you overcome challenges, and ultimately push towards that common goal, and that's to earn a degree from the academy and go on to fight and serve your country.
That's great points. I mean, Brian and Lauren, they're at a huge disadvantage. These guys got 4 years to play ball and to get their degree, and then add on top of that the NIL world we're living in. These guys can't make any money. It's a difficult deal for the academies, and Troy almost kind of talked about it. This could be the end of it, like an era where they've had this run, being able to win 9, 10 ball games, 11 ball games in the season. But I don't know. I mean, these guys play the way that they play football is just so much fun to watch.
Another carry by Roberts. Another first down for Air Force. They've run the ball 53 times here tonight.
It works. And the one thing I love about covering an Army, Navy, or Air Force game is you just see the physicality of the offensive line, and Roberts running is how pure these guys are. I mean, they play the game for the love.
How about the lean here? Trying to get that extra yard.
That signature turn, too. That spin, breaking tackles. But, no, it is pure football, and these guys love their country, and they love the game of football.
237 yards on the ground for the Falcons. Well, of course, we have 2 more bowl games coming your way tomorrow on ESPN Deportes, on the app as well. 3 Eastern, Louisiana and Houston. It's the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. And then we've got Wake Forest taking on Missouri in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. That will take place in Tampa. Second down and 6. And now this is what Air Force has done to teams all season long, just hand it off to Roberts.
And eat the clock, take the whole 40-second play clock down, 7:40 to go in the game.
Stop made by Lanier.
Brian, did want to give a shout out to our great pilots that did the flyover earlier. Zed, Trojan, and Big Bear. And these dudes got these crazy names, nicknames, and they all are a little like PG-13. They don't tell us why they have the nicknames, but you can use your imagination.
3rd and 2. Roberts again over the right side, and again it's a first down.
And our boy Fudge yesterday, who taught us how to fly the F-35. Here's the flyover we were just talking about with Zed, Trojan, and Big Bear. This thing was cool.
Absolutely.
Our hotel's about 1.5 miles from the stadium, and I got a text. You could hear the boom from the aircrafts at the hotel.
Brad Roberts has got 90 yards, 10 away from another 100-yard day rushing. As he picks up 2 the hard way because Matt Jones hit him and drove him down.
Matt Jones is not quitting. He's playing tough. He's had himself a whale of a game. And you know when you play a service academy and they're going to run as many times as they have, and you talked about it, Brian, they're going to be really sore tonight. May want to stay in that hot shower for about 25 minutes after this game. Thaw out. Get in a bath of Epsom salt.
I think I mentioned it at the top. You know, Air Force is 9-1 when Roberts runs for 100 yards. He runs right there. That's a 5-yard pickup. So now Roberts is just 4 yards away from 100. The only teams that have held him under 100 yards rushing this season, Wyoming and Boise State.
And Brian, you talked about how much better they get and they wear you out in the second half. Brad Roberts only had 25 yards at halftime.
Wow. Wow.
What a difference.
Yeah. Roberts again.
4th and a yard. What do you think they're going to do?
Yeah, oh, you know who they're giving it to. Roberts is a yard shy of 100. He's hit the century mark in 10 of their 12 games this season. This one's close.
I think Baylor stopped him.
You might be right. It looks like they did get a stop here.
Kudos to that Baylor Bears defense for blowing up there on the 4th and 1, because, you know, a lot of times the team would just give up and not fight on that 4th down, but a good job by the Bears. It's probably not going to go their way today, but they're still fighting here from Fort Worth.
Hey, don't forget the annual NBA on Christmas Day tradition. It continues. 5 games on ESPN, ABC. Sixers, Knicks, they start the day at noon. 2:30, it's Mavs, Lakers. 5 Eastern, it's Bucks, Celtics. And at 8 Eastern, you got Grizzlies, Warriors. Cap the night off with Suns and Nuggets. And we talked about those pilots in the flyover. Lieutenant Colonel Big Bear, Zed, and Trojan got recognized here. Going deep for Jalen Ellis. Ellis has got the catch and brought down at the 25. He had a touchdown catch against Texas.
Well, maybe a little too late for the Baylor offense, but that's a terrific throw by Chapin, finding Ellis out there again in man-to-man coverage against Ian Castonway.
58 yards. That is Kelsey Johnson. Johnson breaks the tackle. He's inside the 15.
Pass completed to Johnson.
Just a post route down the middle of the field versus man coverage, and
Jalen Ellis with the
he must have some hand warmers in there to have those soft hands to catch that ball.
Yeah, Chapin under pressure. Throws it just to avoid the sack by Bo Richter.
Number 87 was in the area of the pass. Incomplete pass, 2nd down.
Fans, make sure you join us on the ESPN app for the Capital One post game immediately following our game. 4 wide for Baylor. Chapin. Receiver quick pass to Gavin Holmes. Holmes for 6.
All it takes is non-stop.
14-yard touchdown catch for Gavin Holmes, his 4th of the season.
It's just a screen on the outside. You get all those 3 linemen blocking down the field, and he cuts back inside. It's a play they tried to run earlier that was ineffective, but it works to the opposite side this time. They go 4 plays, 85 yards in just 45 seconds, and going to keep the offense out here.
They'll go for 2. Chapin looking under pressure, steps up. He dives for the end zone and scores. Blake Chapin. That cuts the lead in half. So now 30-15.
Onside kick time, 100%. When we come back, we'll see if Baylor can get the football back and have one last gasp. Little fight left for the Bears. And Nelson may want to take a look at that.
How are you? Scott Van Pelt here, getting set for Sports Center and the holiday spirit, a special edition of In the Stands. We have picks for Week 17. Only 22 over 500, Steve. No big deal. Plus full post-game coverage of the Thursday night football between the Jets and the Jags in the Meadowlands. Back now to Fort Worth. Brian and Dustin, happy holidays, fellas.
You too, Scotty. Onside kick, no doubt, coming by Baylor. They have not attempted one all season long. Noah Rauschenberg is the kicker. And here's the onside kick. And it is recovered by Brendan Ingle.
Perfect kick. I mean, that takes that perfect second kangaroo hop you're looking for there to give yourself an opportunity to recover it, but a really good job there by Air Force. You can see on that second hop, you're looking to get it high up in the air.
Number 99 for Air Force
Well
is now
covered.
wearing number 7.
So here comes the Air Force offense, and
Change back
you look
to
at the
number
last
7.
drive, and you say, well, yeah, they turned it over on downs, but they went almost 7 minutes, 10 plays.
Yeah, I mean, they're 2 first downs away from winning this game.
Now from the Baylor 49. Roberts over that right side. He's now got over 100 rushing.
First charge timeout. Baylor.
Baylor's going to take their first timeout. Well, it looks like Zeke Daniels will be our Capital One player of the game. And the senior out of Jersey, 4 of 7 for 103 yards through the air, including a touchdown. And he also got it done with his legs, ran it 14 times for 79 yards and a touchdown as well.
And maybe Troy Calhoun's favorite player on this team. I mean, he was raving about Daniels this week and what he brings to the table, his leadership, his ability to run this offense. He sees things pre-snap. And boy, he's put the team on his back today.
Second charge timeout. Baylor.
Another timeout by the Baylor Bears. Another run by Roberts. About 3 yards shy of another first down. So I told you at the top, Air Force is making their 6th appearance in this bowl, most by any school in the country. It's their first time in this bowl since 2015. They're just 1-4 in it. Their only win, well, came against Houston in 2009. That's when Air Force won this bowl, 47-20. And about 3 minutes away from their second victory in this Armed Forces Bowl, the 20th Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl.
Third and final. Charge timeout. Baylor.
Final timeout for the Baylor Bears. And what a day for Brad Roberts. He already has a couple of touchdowns. He's tied for third all-time in Falcon history. He's got 107 yards rushing. Needs basically 8 more. He'll become second all-time in all-purpose yards when you talk about a single season. What a career he's had for the Falcons in the Air Force Academy.
And Brian, you think about this, I mean, he's really only played since his sophomore year. Imagine this guy's been playing for 4 full seasons.
Yeah, no.
And with not being able to redshirt, I mean, he should have another year.
Yeah, really.
He would break every record the Air Force has.
Fourth and 1. Five on the play clock. Daniels is going to keep it. Daniels has got a first down. Somewhat demoralizing, man. And you come out to a bowl game,
and you got
11 degrees,
and you
-1.
You got to take on cut blocks for 90 minutes.
3 hours this team is pounding on you.
Oh man, it's just not something you're used to, right? I mean, Baylor's got a good football team. They got good players, but it's almost like playing a different sport. When you prepare for this and then you got to come out in these conditions, it totally favors Air Force. It's like playing rugby.
Yeah, and it's because of their offense, you can't relax at all.
No.
You always have to be alert with these guys.
No doubt.
They'll use up the entire play clock here before they snap the ball. And we're under 2 minutes. And again tonight, right after we're done on ESPN and the app, you've got SportsCenter with Scott Van Pelt. He's got reaction. Of course, there was a Thursday night football game between the Jags and the Jets. How about Ovi? Ovechkin, he's chasing Gordie Howe, his scoring milestone. He's trying to do that in Ottawa, and SVP is going to reveal his winners for this weekend. Scott Van Pelt, SportsCenter.
Scotty would have been on the Falcons tonight.
You think so?
I think he'd have
Stand for Steve too?
I think Steve would have been on the Falcons too.
All right.
First
check it out. I'm going to find
Air
out.
Force, 30 seconds.
How about that? Did you hear that?
It's cold.
Coach Troy called that timeout. He said, Baylor fans said, Troy, it's cold.
That's great.
What do you call it timeout for?
We're trying to get on the bus. Man.
That's the understatement of the night.
Matt, what's it like to be on the field and be an official in games like this? It's got to be just as hard on y'all.
It is. I'm shocked that the referee's wearing gloves because you have a down indicator you try to manipulate and it gets very, very hard. But without gloves, it would be even worse. So if you can keep your toes and your hands warm, you're doing a lot better.
I'm sure you're a lot happier in your basement right now than being out there on the
Yes, I
field.
am.
We appreciate you, partner.
Absolutely. Happy holidays to you, Matt.
You too, guys.
This
Thanks.
is one of them games, too, where you
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes you see some things going on, you say, yeah, maybe I'll let that one slide.
I can imagine how difficult it is just to get the flag out of your pocket, right?
Absolutely. Final 30 seconds.
Second charge timeout. Air Force, 30 seconds of length.
Oh my goodness!
Coach Troy's going to milk it. He's going to milk it.
Laughing at the fans.
He's going to milk it. So Air Force looking for another 10-win season. That means back-to-back 10-win seasons for them. First time they've done that since 97, 98. And for Coach Calhoun, in his 16th season as their head coach, he will now have produced 5 10-win seasons.
He's
in
a
his
legend.
tenure. And Roberts, 37 carries, tying his career high. And he's now second all-time in all-purpose yards in a single season.
I'll say this about Dave Aranda's staff and his Baylor Bears. They have fought really tough tonight.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's 2 4th-down stops.
Yep.
4th and 1 stops here to get off the field. They then went 45 seconds and scored a touchdown. And I know that they're down 15 points. They were down 3 scores, but they're fighting to the end, which is difficult. Sometimes you see teams quit in these situations, and they have not.
Yeah, look, they won the Big 12 last year. There's a sack by Air Force, but these guys are young.
They're very young.
All these baby Bears are coming back next year. They're going to be good.
Cubs. I mean, they're baby. You're right. I mean, a lot of these players that are playing in this game and that played this season were not participants in that Sugar Bowl a year ago. I mean, they were on the team, but it's a different squad. What a game by Air Force.
Yep.
You could tell they wanted it.
Their 6th appearance in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. And now the Falcons are 2-4 in this bowl. Air Force has now won 4 straight bowl games. This was the first time they've ever faced a Big 12 team in a bowl game and victorious. Let's go down to the field with the winning head coach, Coach Calhoun and Lauren Sisler.
Coach, you come out with a win, 30-15. Your 3rd 10-win season in a row. How proud are you of this football team and this Service Academy?
We may not see it happen again. I mean, to be real, for that to occur. I mean, just, you look at this senior class to do that in 3 different seasons. And, it's an anomaly. I think we recognize that, too.
How did you see your team respond to this cold weather, these cold conditions, and just to come out here and continue to fight?
Boy, cold might be putting it mildly. I mean, I don't think we've ever experienced anything like this, but you know what? It's not warm. It's not easy. It never is at the United States Air Force Academy. But these guys, just the heart and the guts and the fight. Extraordinary young people. I'm glad they're fighting for our country.
And one of those standing behind you, Brad Roberts, your quarterback, Hazik Daniels. What can you say about those young men?
I can say a bunch. Both these guys, I mean, they've done an incredible job. Just want them to graduate from the Air Force Academy and do incredible things well beyond football, too.
All right, thanks so much, Coach. Guys, a tremendous performance. You walked over to the bench just a few moments ago and said, I am so cold. How did you continue to fight and keep pushing through this thing?
Just relying on our training and making sure I got to the heaters and everything like that. They had the cold jackets over there for us and all the heaters, so that was good.
Roberts, Brad, a tremendous performance. You guys are both seniors. How does it feel to go out on top and to get the win tonight?
Just tremendous, honestly. Last words, especially for all the seniors. Everything we fought through this season, injuries, not being able to get that Mountain West trophy that we reached for. We wanted to finish out these seniors with a bowl win, and extremely grateful to do that.
All right, guys, enjoy it, warm up, have fun, celebrate this one.
Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Well, they led the nation in time of possession at 36. They had 40 tonight. That's it from Fort Worth. Capital One Trophy ceremony starts now on the app. Sports Center with SVP comes your way now.